How do you get more than 8 shots in game 2?
I think part of it's on me just to be more aggressive, look to get post touches. I think a lot of the time I'm trying to just knowing how they're going to guard me and not leave me, whether it's in the corner or whether it's up high, spacing the floor. That sometimes I fall into my own trap of just spacing every play, and that allows other guys to get downhill, Bron to play his game. But I think just mixing it up, even when he's not in the game, getting in the post a little bit more, getting offensive rebounds, getting more touches in there. Even not even to shoot it at some point, but or in some cases, but just to feel the ball down there, and guys to maybe get different looks in two-man game or in second side action. So I think that's partially on me too, and just coming out and being attacking first and being more aggressive.
Is there a balance to be found between underreacting to one game out of a possible 7 or overreacting? I mean, how do you find that balance as an individual, as a team?
I think, just having gone through the playoffs, knowing that every game in itself is different. Some games you come out, you get punched in the mouth, and you respond in the next one. So, you guys saw what Miami did last night. Really put the clamps in that second and third quarter on the 76ers, but ended up being a great game. But they ended up splitting the series, going back to Miami. So that just goes to show you that, in any matchup, certain things like this can happen. And, we have to be ready to play from the jump tomorrow. They really set the tone early, the Pacers did.
I mean, season long, you talked about playing center and how good that is for you guys offensively and how much that helps with the spacing and all those kinds of things. In game 1, they used Thaddeus against you a lot and Trevor Booker a lot. Is that something that you expect teams to counter, to try and use power forwards instead of centers against you?
Yeah, I think in some cases, just because I know that, and having to guard some stretch fours and stretch fives in this league that are super mobile, that it's hard to guard. So in some cases, you have to go with guys that maybe are more athletic and maybe give up a little bit of size and pounds, but I imagine that's something Nate has always done. He's always put, has had Thaddeus mirror me every time I check into the game. He's usually coming right back in. So, it's that's a luxury for them to have that at their disposal and play different ways. So, the good thing is we can do the same thing and try different lineups.
Are they a little unique that way? I mean, they got Sabonis too, who can also do like kind of 4-5 switch, right?
Yeah, for sure. And, Turner's the same way. So they have a luxury of having a number of bigs that do different things. A number of lefties at that position as well. So a little bit unorthodox. Guys that can put it on the floor, shoot a little bit. So I think in today's NBA, that only helps.
What do you expect from LeBron tomorrow night? You think he's going to be able to be more aggressive early on? I mean, he kind of let it come to him the other night.
Yeah, I think I believe that we'll come out, especially on our home floor, be a lot more aggressive than we were in the first quarter in game 1. I mean, I think you look at the second through fourth quarter, we were better. There are times where we turned the ball over or settled into certain shots and mixed up some coverages. But we know what we have to do tomorrow, and that's come out and be more aggressive. And I think I fully expect Bron to set the tone on that end.
When you only score 80 points, you say that's not us. I mean, it's got to be somewhat stunning.
Yeah, it's definitely not us. I mean, we didn't shoot the ball well. Like I said, especially in that first quarter, we had a number of shots go in and out. We weren't in the flow of our offense like we usually are. So I expect that to be different. Get on both sides of the floor with the basketball, move the basketball, set good screens, get downhill. And just match their physicality. I think whether it's on the offensive or defensive end, being able to play downhill, stop their downhill game, and rebound the ball and get it out.
Does it feel like the playoffs around here?
Does it feel? Sorry, say it again.
Does it feel like the playoffs?
I would say our intensity didn't, at least until we got hit in the mouth that first quarter. It didn't quite feel like. I guess the playoffs. I mean, that's a weird thing to say, but no, it feels like the playoffs, especially now that we're down 0-1. We better be ready for it.
There's so many new guys. Why do you think that rest of the year, whatever. Wasn't
I don't know. I mean, our crowd was into it. We just it's like that sometimes. Sometimes you need to get hit in the mouth to and that'll wake you up pretty fast. That'll make you pay attention. So we did that. We fought back, gave ourselves a chance, cut the lead down to single digits, but at that point they just had a ton of confidence. So they're a good team. They're a really good team, well coached, guys that do a lot of different things. So we're going to have to read and react, continue to watch film, see if we can get better, and make sure that our coverages are on point.
You guys only gave up 98 points, but on the other hand, Victor Oladipo has 32, and he was obviously the top name on the scouting report. So how do you assess that?
Yeah, we got to, like I've always said, I said the other day, and when I talk to you guys, every time we stick to our game plan, we're a very good team, very tough to beat, always give ourselves a chance. So we got away from that a little bit. It's easier said than done to get the ball out of his hands because he's so good at changing pace. He's so good at getting the repick and finding different ways to get the ball out of his hands and get the ball back. So we just have to find ways to be creative and make other guys beat us. But he was impressive in game one.
Did you envision him turning into this kind of player? He's always shown those flashes of talent in other places, but
opportunity and I guess fortune, momentum, whatever you want to call it, can change on a drop of dime. Whether a guy gets hurt and you're playing significant minutes, getting experience, or like him, he comes into a whole different situation where he was learning from a guy like Russell Westbrook and working out with him every single day. So he's been around a number of players at that level, learned from a number of players at that level, and it's impressive what he's been able to do. So I admire him for that.
He's using that Russ move, isn't he, where he comes at you like a million miles an hour.
His pull-up three is it's impressive because if you switch on him and you're big, he gets you on your heels, and that's what I mean. His change of pace is tough. So we got to find ways to handle that and just try to slow him down because he's a tough guy to stop.
What's up with the leg? Are you okay?
Yeah, I took a knee from Vic on one of those splits. I got a foul in that first quarter, but should be fine.
3, 2, 1.
Need help with your game?
Registration is now open for Cavs Academy 2018 summer camps. This unique opportunity provides boys and girls between the ages of 5 and 17 the chance to work with dedicated coaches to improve their game while having fun. Cavs Academy summer camps are great for all skill levels. Visit Cavs.com/academy to enroll today.